What if your mornings could be inspiring and ridiculously fun?
Kindness Rising isn't just a show, it's a full wake-up vibe.
It's freaking fun, people.
Yeah, man, it's got real get after it energy.
I love it.
Wake up with Kindness Rising.
I help purpose-driven people grow their impact. 5-ingredient recipe to help you build your personal brand. Get out there and take kind action.
If it's live, they'll feel it.
On Kindness Rising, we bring you proven strategies and fresh ideas you can actually use. If you're not failing, you're not trying.
Exactly. Fail fast, rebound faster.
You'll see the bloopers and the genuine connections that make kindness contagious. We sometimes get into a little bit of trouble.
Pretty much my life made the list.
You can trust what you see right here is honest, respectful, and uplifting. Social impact organizations, and we always talk about them. Try kindness. It's way cheaper than therapy. You just made my day. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Kindness Rising. It is Fandom Friday, and today we are diving into a leadership masterclass from one of the most unlikely teachers imaginable, the Muppets. It's time to light the lights. Yes, the felt-covered, joyful chaos bringers of your childhood have more to say about leadership than half the business books on the shelf. Today, we're talking about passion, weirdness, joy, and why chaos might actually be the thing that helps us to grow. If you've been a little too serious, a little too tight, a little too adult, you're in the right place. Welcome to Kindness Rising.
This is Kindness Rising.
Good morning, everyone. Yes, absolutely. Chaos clarifies. This is why weirdness can help you lead. We talk about leadership being calm and steady and strategic. Absolutely, that is true. But leadership is also chaotic because life is chaotic. People are chaotic. And that's why I love the Muppets, because they're chaotic too. And they don't pretend. They don't pretend that the chaos isn't there. They just dance with it. Kermit, he never waits for things to be perfect. The show goes on even when things are crazy. So what if leadership actually isn't about eliminating chaos, but instead learning to stay kind through it and maybe even creating a little bit of it, the right kind of chaos? Great leaders don't wait for order. They create meaning inside the madness. Absolutely. And sometimes the thing that feels the weirdest is actually the thing that will actually do the trick. Welcome again to Kindness Rising. I'm so glad you've chosen to spend your day, your time with me every morning, every weekday morning, 7:30 a.m. Absolutely. All right. Mike Sullivan, of course, Mike Sullivan, future life coach, is out there. Another blessed day in a loop. It is the loop, Mike. Keith, John, those guys, they talk about the loop. I like to think of it as a loop that rises. So it's a spiral staircase. That's my image that I think about when I'm going around and going, here we go again. Nope, we're not just going around. We're going on. We're going around and getting a little bit higher. Mom, you recognize it. Absolutely. I was saving it to the end, but you got ahead of me. Of course, I appreciate that you have been here 100 times with me. Live 7:30 a.m. consistently 20 weeks straight. Haven't missed a day. Don't plan on missing another day either. Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. Eastern. I will be here and we will learn and we will grow together. Danny Maldonado, good morning, buddy. Good to see you. Welcome to Kindness Rising. I'm so glad you're choosing to come back here on the regular. Get involved in the comments. You're the man. I'm looking forward to spending more time with you over on LinkedIn again. I've made a couple posts where I am announcing I'm back because I got away from LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a great platform, great place to meet people, great place to build community and bring it on over here to YouTube or on LinkedIn, wherever anybody is, so that we can get up together with a little bit of hope, humanity, humor, and heart. Welcome to episode 100. Glad you're here. Spirals get wider and higher. Absolutely. Absolutely global. Thank you. That is it. All right. Cal and Stan haven't been with us for all 100 episodes, but they're here pretty consistently. And let's see what they are up to today on a Fandom Friday, where we're talking about the Muppets.
Go time, Matt! Let's go!
Tomorrow on
See Cal and Stan right now. That was my little promo that I did for the show. If you want, I'll throw it back up there, and you guys can see it while I try to go.
Go time, Matt! Let's go!
Tomorrow on Kindness Rising, we're talking leadership, chaos, and why weirdness actually helps you lead.
Chaotic power! Woo!
Whoa, okay, that's one way to make a point.
I think I got it. We'll see if it comes up the right way. Anyway, in the meantime, we will move on, because that's what we do here on Kindness Rising. I got all the elements. It's a weird Friday, so I'm going weird, missing the tooth again. I know, I'm sure, Mom, you'll comment about it. It's my little weird thing. We're getting a little weird on a Friday. I wear it, my tooth, sometimes. Sometimes I don't. But I always have my coffee. Always. It's not as good as yesterday was. Yesterday I was like, oh my God, it was just hitting just right. Today it's good, but it's not like that. Anyway, while we wait for Cal and Stan to finally wake up and get over here, we are going to talk about our kindness spotlight, because every day we multiply kindness and unlock growth for good people doing good work. It's why we exist. It's why I am here. And I'm connecting it right back to the Muppets from their originator, their creator. We're talking about Jim Henson and his foundation. It's where the spirit of creativity lives. They provide grants to artists who create original puppet-based works, not for commercial puppets, not for nostalgia, but to support the people brave enough to make strange, beautiful, deeply human art. They help creators bring wild ideas to life, shows, performances, characters, the kind of work that brings communities together through imagination. If you ask me, that's leadership, giving weird ideas a home, just like we do here at Kindness Rising. The Jim Henson Foundation is giving weird ideas a home. And I'm glad you've chosen to join me. Did you guys know about Jim Henson? Have you ever been to the University of Maryland in College Park? If you ever have a chance to be in that area, Jim Henson is a University of Maryland graduate, and they have an awesome little memorial statue kind of little area to him with a really cool, it's actually a really cool statue of him and Kermit. So that's my little Jim Henson trivia tidbit. I happened to catch that when I was on a college tour with one of my kids, who thought maybe she would go to University of Maryland. Didn't happen, but it's a pretty cool little statue. It's worth just stopping. College Park is there, College Park, yeah, College Park, not State College. State College is Pennsylvania. College Park is Maryland, and yeah, it's a cool little town. Cool little town. All right. Welcome, Danny. I'm so glad you're here. You got to get off to get your kids. I understand, man. That's the thing. I appreciate that even amidst that chaos of going to get your kids, even among your life, that you choose to spend time here. Every single one of you who's out there listening, there's nothing but gratitude and joy and hope that you get something out of it, and you'll come back and hang with me and get involved in the comments and connect. That's what we're doing here. Connecting, building a community, taking time. Come on back and check it out. Get involved. Tricycle Puppet Box Theater in Chicago. Oh, to rant and practice your puppetry in public. That sounds cool. Anybody out there into the puppet thing? I've used puppets for various things. I enjoyed creating things like that, but haven't done it here. Not sure if I ever will, but maybe this is the universe speaking to me and telling me I need to remember how much joy I got from the Muppets and learning how weirdness is leadership fuel through the puppets. And that's our Be Kind Rewind today. Every day now I'm doing the Be Kind Rewind. This entire episode is a Be Kind Rewind right back to the Muppets, but I'm going to be talking about those objects, those things from our lives, nostalgia, the connection between what those things taught us and how we live today, and just have some fun remembering some of those cool old time. I'm an old timer now, I guess, Gen X. So definitely check it out. Anyway, this is our Be Kind Rewind and why the Muppet way is weirdness is leadership fuel. It takes us straight behind that red curtain at Muppet Theater. Think about each one of those Muppets and how they added to the weirdness, but were so genuine. They made it magical. No one fit the mold. Everyone had a role. No one apologized for being different. Joy was their glue and passion powered everything. Miss Piggy, she's in the news lately, right? Miss Piggy was too much, but she owned it. Gonzo, too weird, my favorite character, but he turned it into art. Fozzie wasn't funny, but he just kept trying. I feel a little Fozzie sometimes too when I crack my jokes and no one laughs. And Animal was pure chaos. Totally committed though, right? Weirdness is not your flaw, it's your signature. The Muppets remind us that joy can be a strategy, creativity can build credibility, and passion is your influence. Weirdness is magnetic. Being full of yourself makes others feel safe to do the same. That's an essential message too, and why I go live every morning, 7:30 a.m. Eastern here on Kindness Rising. Being fully myself makes others feel safe to do the same, and I hope you will, and consider going live and bringing your joy to the camera with us here on the Mornings in the Lab Network with myself and Keith Billis and John Anderson and Christopher Martin, C. Marty Fit, over on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. And of course, our entire team behind the scenes, these people who have taught me so much over the 100 times that I have gone live and beyond. Talking about Jimmy, I'm talking about Melissa, I'm talking about Rahima, even though she and I haven't interacted that much. I watch what she does and it is inspirational to me. So thank you to the entire Mornings in the Lab team, and you can be part of this team too by going live. Reach out to me, Matthew Roof, in the comments, DMs, LinkedIn, wherever you need to find me. I can help you. I can help you because you can bring your joy to the camera, to the world, and hopefully spread a little bit of joy, spread a little bit of kindness. Get up and get after it every morning. We can show you how to do that. Build your authenticity and your credibility, because you can't fake passion and you can't pretend your spark. When you go live, there's no hiding, but it also frees you. That's the paradox. It's absolutely a paradox. Anyway, let people see your real spark. My real spark is shifting my position right now because my body's a little crunched. I go this way all the time, right? I talk about it. I'm changing things around. So now I'm like leaning in a little bit in order to be in the camera. I got to fix tweaks. They're tweaks, man. They're all to tweaks. And that's what we do. That's part of the craziness and part of the weirdness here on Kindness Rising is the constant tweaks we are making over time. But it's my spiral staircase. I go around and come back tomorrow and do something a little different, raise a little higher. Sometimes I go back down. Sometimes I go back up. It's the way it is. Thank you again for joining us here on Kindness Rising. And guess what? Cal and Stan have decided to join us today. Let's see what they are up to today in the land of puppets and Muppets.
I figured out my passion.
Please tell me it's something safe.
Well, it involves puppets and light explosives.
We've officially crossed from passion into public concern.
It is a public concern, and every time this character, my favorite character, I already mentioned him on the show. Every time my favorite character showed up, you never knew what kind of chaos was going to ensue, but you knew it would be funny, and you knew he would embrace it and be weird. It's Gonzo, the long beak guy with the chickens. He never tried to fit in. He never tried to tone it down. He never apologized for being too strange, too dramatic, or too explosive, or too Gonzo. Gonzo's weirdness was never random. It always meant something. Every stunt he tried, every act he performed, every ridiculous idea that he chased, it came from a place of passion, curiosity, and pure joy. And that's why we loved him. Not because he was weird for weirdness' sake, but because his weirdness was honest. At first, people don't always know what to do with someone like that. Someone who doesn't shrink, someone who doesn't sand their edges down, who lives their truth at full blast. But authenticity makes people stare before it makes them understand. What? What's this going on? Ah. But here's the leadership lesson the Muppets taught us. When your weirdness is rooted in meaning and you show up with it consistently and kindly, people stop expecting you to blend in. They start relying on you to stand out. Wow, that took my breath away. And that's what made Gonzo beloved. Chicken stunts, cannon launches, chaos. Excuse me. And especially the heart behind it. So today's kindness spark is simple. Be boldly, joyfully, meaningfully yourself. At first, people might not get it, but in time, your truth becomes their trust. That's today's kindness spark. And let's see what's going on, people. Happy 100th episode. Thank you, Mike. Boom Pow from Mornings in the Lab. Thank you so much, everyone. I am going to take a breath, though, because holy crap. Thanks, Mom. I appreciate it. Whew. Yeah. I'm good. I'm good. All right. I think that means, I'm going to take it down. I think what that means is that we need a little moment of quiet with our friend Sensei Whiskers.
Sensei, how do I reconnect with my passion?
Follow the thing that makes you forget the clock.
That simple?
Joy doesn't hide. Humans just stop looking.
Joy doesn't hide, right? What happens is over time we stop thinking about it, looking for it, that passion, that little spark. Hopefully we can find it together. Some days it's there, some days it's not. Hopefully Kindness Rising is here for you. Not hopefully. Kindness Rising is here for you. I'm telling you this. The Kindness Rising is here to give you a little spark and get you going in the morning. Absolutely. All right. See that? Just sometimes you just need a breath in the middle of everything. And that brings us now to our kindness compass. Our kindness compass is what we try to give you every day, a little something to take away with you on your road, on your loop up the spiral staircase. These are the 3 steps to lead through joy and weirdness. Reclaim the thing that made you weird as a kid. Did you have a hobby, a show, a fandom, something that you connected with? That was not random. That was part of who you were meant to be. It is part of your fabric of who you are. It is your blueprint. Follow it. Let yourself be too much for 10 minutes today. Speak boldly, create without doubting. Let your joy spill out. Push past whatever's blocking you, the fear that is blocking you. It's pretty much always fear of something. I'm not an expert, but I know when you push back your fear, you can find joy a lot easier. You can create without doubt. I have fears, absolutely. Not every day, but most days I have a little bit. We talked about it, I think, in a chat somewhere. We use a term in my house, nerve-sighted. When you're nervous, but you're excited, that moment of anticipation, that comes pretty much every day for me when I go live, right before I hit that button to put myself out there to the world. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens. Don't know how I got off on that, except that's letting myself be too much, I guess, for 10 days, or letting my joy spill out. That is what I am doing. But lastly, our third and final step to lead through joy and weirdness is lead with lightness. So many people take themselves way too seriously in the world. I see it out there. I interact with people. Lighten up. Lighten up, Francis. Anyone know that reference? Lighten up. Don't take yourself too seriously. The Muppets didn't take themselves seriously. Neither should we. Of course, we have to have responsibilities, and we have to be focused and living with intent. But I encourage all of us, and I do it with myself, to remember that most things are not that big of a deal. And the ones that are, you will rise to. Absolutely. Leadership that is joyful becomes leadership people want to follow. So find that joy, lead with lightness, let yourself be a little too much, and reclaim the weirdness that you had as a kid. It was your blueprint. Follow it. Feeling a little preachy, I guess, but I hope it's inspirational too. That's what is the point of all of this. All right, Mike, I absolutely 100% agree that arts are not respected enough in our society, in our world, including the way that they are funded, the importance of them. I am on board with what you're saying. I am trying to live it myself through I guess this is my art, one of my arts. But absolutely. The Swedish Chef. All right, now we're going to get into Muppet talk. Please, this is what I've been waiting for. Let's talk Muppets. Swedish Chef, yes. Vert de Ferk. Anybody know Vert de Ferk? Jargon. Put the chicky in the pot. Oh, I love it. The Swedish Chef was great. Pigs in Space. Right? Anyone remember Pigs in Space? Pigs in Space. I love it. The Muppets is the entire series. It's not a commercial, but I'm just telling you if you're interested and want to know where to find it. Disney has it. Of course, Disney owns everything. Disney has the Muppets. So if you have the Disney Channel, you got Hulu, Disney, ABC, NBC, ABC, you got that whole world, ESPN. You got access to that through your streaming, through your cable, through your whatever. The entire series, the entire Muppet Show series, all the movies, everything at your fingertips through that channel. 4 years ago at this point, I think at this time, they launched it, and I did it. I binged it. I binged the Muppet Show from way back in the very beginning in the 70s. Rita Moreno was one of their first guests. I'll never forget that. The big dance scene. All right. I wanted to talk about the Muppets. Now I'm going to start geeking out on it. But you guys have any other Muppet memories? Who was your favorite character? What is your favorite scene? Anything memorable? There's got to be people out there that are Muppets, people that want to talk about a memory of the Muppets. All right, Mike, here we go. Two old dudes on the balcony. Let's go with two old dudes on the balcony trivia. Does anybody know their names and where the names were inspired from? They were funny, man. They are funny. They are funny. Absolutely. Cookie Monster. I love you're going back to the Sesame Street days, right? With the Muppets. Absolutely. Nom 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 nom. Love it. All right. No response on the two old dudes. The two old dudes were Statler and Waldorf, named after New York hotels. There it is. The Waldorf in New York City, the Statler Hotel, right at Cornell University, on the campus of Cornell University, at their School of Hotel Restaurant Management. Been there many times. It is a beautiful piece of history, of architecture. It's pretty cool. I've never stayed. Maybe that'll be another thing. Even though it's only about an hour away from here, maybe I'll arrange to stay at the Statler and see what that's all about. Mike Sullivan, Beaker, Beaker, love it. Muppets Take Manhattan, Mike Sullivan. I knew there was a reason you and I were connected. I love the Muppet movies. Muppets Take Manhattan is fantastic. The scene with the advertising executive puppets in the booth of the restaurant. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Where they all have rhyming names: Jill, Gil, Bill, and Phil. Great piece of comedy writing right there, and performance. Check it out. Even if you only check out that scene, it's pretty brilliant. Absolutely. All right. Well, we are winding down here on Kindness Rising. I am so glad that you guys have chosen to join me today on what's my 100th episode. Coming up next, Keith is going to be diving into something, so I hope you're going to get on over to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends, because they are diving into something that's been in the news lately, in the entertainment news, Jelly Roll and his transformation. Down 200 pounds, shaved his beard. I'm not even sure I would recognize him if someone didn't say this is Jelly Roll. But it's the perfect tie-in to today's show, because sometimes leadership means letting go of what people expect you to be and becoming who you actually want to be. Jelly Roll didn't lose his identity. He's refining it, and that's the courage we've been talking about all morning. So stick around, because Keith's got a powerful breakdown coming up about Jelly Roll. Thanks again for joining me here on Kindness Rising. Yes, the parents of yes, that was something we could connect on, Mom. Absolutely. As I said, Kindness Rising show number 100. 100 mornings of showing up, 100 mornings of choosing kindness, courage, joy, and a little bit of chaos. 100 mornings of building this community, one little spark at a time. And the truth is, we are just getting started. I'm finding my voice. We're finding our community. We're going boldly, consistently, and together forward. So thank you, everyone, for being here from the bottom of my heart. Gratitude for helping me to get to 100. I'm talking about the people like Keith, of course, who got me started, and John and Melissa and Jimmy and all those people, but also every single one of you who are sticking around, who are joining, who are getting involved in the comments. I promise I'll keep showing up. I hope you'll keep showing up too. And as always, stay uncommon and stay kind.
Okay, Matt, we got the memo about the Kindness Rising promo, but what exactly are we promising people?
And is there craft services? Hey, I need snacks too.
Gentlemen, focus. Kindness Rising multiplies kindness and helps people get up on the right side of the bed.
So wait, we're not doing another angry headline show.
Exactly. We rise above the negative, divisive noise.
Translation, less rage bait, more high fives for humanity.
And this is live, like actually live.
Yep. We go live on YouTube and LinkedIn, 7:30 a.m. Eastern every weekday.
Wait, if it's live, what if I forget my lines?
Then you improvise.
Okay, so our tagline is basically wake up, tune in, and start your day with kindness.
Exactly. Kindness Rising. Good vibes, practical tips, and a reason to get up on the right side of the bed.
You heard the boss. Subscribe now before he makes us do a TikTok dance.
Kindness Rising. Wake up, tune in, and let's make some good noise.